Hello, welcome. I know I dropped the second day on Sunday on everyone, so I'm not sure how many attendees I will get live, but that's okay. Um, I'm still here. This is being recorded. You will receive the recording, whether you could make it live or not. And of course, you will receive all the energy and so forth. The one question that I kept getting on Sunday, and of course, I got this telepathically. I didn't really get it in an email form or from someone particular. Um, is how do we stop the brain from going back? Because I did mention on the recording that our brain is designed for automation. So it's designed to be automatic, right? Like when you sit in a car, put your seatbelt on, put the car in gear, start the car, and it's for automation. And we've planted all our desires and thoughts in it. So it's automating a script constantly for us. And if we don't use our discernment and we're not strong enough in our heart spaces, in our original mind, we will keep answering to that programming that we have either picked up or created. And in a way, I don't want to freak anybody out by saying this or make you alert. It's just information and you can digest it however you like. But we are constantly being hijacked, constantly, like by our devices, social media, there's Netflix, our jobs are also very digital. Even if you do go work on site, you're on a device all the time, right? And then, of course, you meet so-called people that are struggling, that are the old paradigm and so forth, and you're constantly listening, right, to that script, to the script. So, energetically, yes, I'm already feeling a wave of energy coming through me. So, yes, you can calibrate your brain to a new script. But what is the right way to do that? And the right way to do that is actually not hard work. There's a lot of chitter chatter about how you can rewire your brain, but oh my God, the amount of homework they give you, it's not really encouraging. And this does have a lot to do with all programming, right? It's not just limited to culture, lineage, and society. It's all programming. It's how we speak to ourselves and everything. And of course, it goes back to how we were raised and so forth, which has the tentacles coming out into culture, society, and lineage. But end the day, we are masters of our own energy. We've already mastered our own energy. We understand how to be in our own energy. And if anything is causing doubts in that, it is interference. It is not you. It is interference because you know how to be you, away from all culture, society, lineage, expectations, and whatever, right? And many of our thoughts are not our thoughts because they're programs that are just running in the background because we have been trained to heavily rely on the brain. Even when it comes to, I don't even like to use this word anymore, problem solving. I mean, there's solutions everywhere. We're not really ever stuck in a problem. We want to immediately go to our head and solve the issue for ease, right? Because we're designed for ease. We're designed for peace. So we immediately want that energy back. So we start immediately problem solving, critical thinking from our brain. That's not the way, my friends. You can literally just stand there in thin air and just watch. I'm going to just say little disturbance disappear. You really don't need to put so much pressure on your brain. Because number one, you know what to do. You always know what to do. Always, without a doubt, you always know what you're doing, where you're going. Okay. What keeps preventing us is the perspectives that we have gathered being human. And all perspectives, anything our physical eyes are picking up on in the world is the matrix. And what is a matrix? The matrix is an illusion. So yeah, we have perspectives, and perspectives are illusions. So how can you really master your energy and understand what truly is your truth and not a outside programming coming in and just shaking you up for no reason? I made a video about this some time ago, but I literally had a walk-in experience when I went to Sedona last year in September from the Marcadians, who I also channel. A lovely being walked into me and started saying, no problem, no problem, no problem. That word, no problem, I realized later when I came back home, weeks later, I was like, yeah, no problem. Like, that's so easy. No problem. No problem. Like, even saying that feels like, no problem. It is a direct command to the brain. Like, we reject this. We don't accept this. No, thank you. Because the brain will always want to interject. And whenever it does, and if the thought or the scenario that it's trying to build does not align to the frequency of your desire or frequency of you, I'm going to say, because desire is not airy fairy. They are very real. They're a part of you. It is you. So if that does not align, the thought or even the emotion, the feeling, right, does not align, you can immediately say, no problem, or no, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. Energetically, you're pushing the energy out. Number one, you're commanding it out. You're not giving it consent to be in your field because you are a sovereign being and you get to decide what energy comes into your field. Second one is your brain is literally waiting for your command. So when it gives you that negative scenario and you start relapsing, and you're like, oh my God, yeah, like my bills are coming. Oh my goodness, like, yes, yes. And you start thinking more. You're commanding your brain that this is okay, that I would like more of this, please. You're giving consent energetically and physically to your brain. So when we go, no, thank you, or no problem, when it gives you a problem, you go, no problem, no problem. You expand, first of all, your nervous system. You put it back in ease because it's no problem. Your brain will immediately stop the thought. I guarantee you, I can write off on this. It'll immediately stop the thought. Like, oh, no problem. It'll start to direct to a solution. It'll put you back in ease. And you get to rewrite your script. So that is the solution of the brain wanting to interject constantly without doing heavy homework, heavy shadow work, heavy like reprogramming of the brain. You can instantly just command it because we're new earth, baby. We're new earth. We don't wait days and months and things, and we don't have to practice anything. We already are masters of our energy. Why would we practice that? You signed up today because you knew that there's interference energies coming from your cultural, societal, and lineage programming. How did you know that? because you're a master of your energy and you recognized that that energy is interfering with you. And in the new earth, we move like light. You can do commands and you can calibrate yourself to who you are. And I also words. I love decoding words. I've always been a wordy person, even though I don't get a lot of words because I'm much more telepathic now. The word desires, yes, I probably will use it for the sake of just using the word, to be honest, because there's no other word to replace it with yet. But I really find the word desire, when you say the word desire, a lot of us start to feel like it's something outside of us. It's really far. Oh, this is my desire. I'm going to do step 1, 2, 3 to get there. No, whatever you're desiring is you. So you can recognize, and I love using money as example because that's usually what gets our panties twisted. Let's just get real. Is usually the money hiccups. Um, you just go, oh, $1 million. That's me. I am $1 million. Now that desire does not seem so far. It doesn't seem like it's outside of you. So I highly invite you and encourage you when you are using words and you are speaking to yourself, or you're setting intentions, you're in meditation. Yes, we have desires, right? We have desires to be millionaire, we have desires to be healthy, to be beautiful, to be strong. We have many desires, and that's fine, right? You're creating your life and you get to choose and pick that. Those are your options. Just say I am. Instead of going, okay, I would like this, or I command this in my life, or I allow this in my life, or I call this into my life, just say I am. I am $1 million. I am a successful business owner. Now it's not distant, it is you. Now also naturally, very subconsciously, what will start to happen is you will automatically, because you're automated, right? You will start to take aligned actions. So it's not that you don't action things. You still action things because you're obviously creating your reality, but it's going to feel effortless. It won't feel heavy work or heavy lifting. I'm $1 million. Okay, cool. Let me switch houses. I need more closet space. Easy. Instead of going, ooh, I'm allowing in $1 million. I'm calling in $1 million. Ooh, let me see what house I can buy. Maybe I can get more closet space in it. Do you see that energetic difference, a frequency difference there? There's a massive frequency difference. And I never get caught up in words anymore. Like even when someone is speaking to me, I don't understand any word anyone is saying anymore. I'm all about the frequency. Like, what is a frequency here? Like, how embodied are we? How grounded are we? Can we hold this energy? Can we hold this frequency? Because I love that everyone joined this group and received the energetic shifts. But now, in the physical reality, we're just going to anchor it. And we're going to definitely use our original mind. I'm going to say, not even brain, our original mind, our original heart, our original gut to create the reality that we truly are, which is ease, peace, harmony, unity, love, sovereignty, ecstatic joy. And I also was called to script script out exactly the life that I am, the life that I am. And my guides have told me every day before bed to just read the script. Just read it and start programming the subconscious. And I've already seen results. And I did this on Sunday, by the way. After our call, I boom, it just dropped through. I scripted my life that I am living, that I am living. And today is Tuesday. And usually when I wake up in the morning, just like every average human being, of course, I have my spiritual protocol, but the first thing that comes to my mind is, oh, it's today's Tuesday. Oh, so today's content day, today's editing day, like my to-do list, right? It starts to move through. Today was, oh, I love my life. It just came to me. I love my life. I love my life. That's exactly what I've scripted. So I already know within 3 days, and it's just 2 nights, today's a third night, it's already programming my subconscious. And I have to do nothing for it. My subconscious mind will take very subtle, sneaky moves to align me to my dreams. And I just have to be myself as who I am. And being who you are is a high frequency. It is the highest frequency on the planet. We need your frequency. And also, what I find very contradicting is everyone always says, oh, these are the highest frequencies available, and you should always be vibrating here. Well, that is true. Joy is a high frequency, love is a high frequency, harmony, peace. Yes, they're very high. And absolutely, we should be incorporating them every single day. Lots of gratitude, loving ourselves up 100%. But what is your frequency? What is your frequency in this current moment? Do you just feel relaxed? Do you feel at peace? Are you worrying about something? Do you feel rushed? When you come back to your original heart and your original mind, and you can feel your entire being, that is your original frequency. And we all have unique ones. So please vibrate at your unique frequency. We need it. We need it. We do as a collective. So be you. We don't need to manage the brain. No, we are not here to brain manage. It's taking up a lot of energy and attention and time and energies. We can just delegate to our brain. Like, no, that's not true. No, thank you. No problem. But I highly recommend scripting a life. And I'm getting, please do this minimum of 90 days and continue. And talking about new earth energy, like that is very fast. I read it for 2 days. And by the third day, I woke up and I was like, yeah, I love my life. I was already subconsciously, my mind was working and being, reprogrammed, whatever that word means, deconditioned, whatever that word means. We're actually in the new earth. We are in the new earth, and we all have the choice of how we want to move in it. The new earth is not coming. The new earth is here. We are just creating it right now. We're creating it. And you have the choice as a sovereign being to really make an impact on your own personal life and the globe. the entire Golden Globe. And we move fast. We move fast in the new earth. We don't need constant fixing. We don't need constant stories. We don't need constant evidence. We get to rebuild. And this is my favorite saying now. I actually saw this on, I think someone posted about it. Oh my gosh, what is her name? I can't remember her name. She's on Instagram. She's a beautiful woman. Okay. I think it's Love with Luna or Lola, something like that. Hopefully I can find it and, link it somewhere. But she wrote a post on that, how we are the trailblazers, the leaders of the planet, because if you're here today, you definitely know you're a leader. If you're watching this, you 100% know you're a leader, because you are on the path of rediscovering of who you originally are without the programming of all lineage, society, and culture, and whatever programming, right? So you're the new ancestor. You're the new, like we are the new ancestors. We are not going to push, tug, force, hard work. No, thank you. We're going to be at ease, grace, flow. And we have already mastered energy, our own energies. And once we have that understanding, we're able to master other consciousness around us too, like money, time, because those are all consciousness as well. So you are the new ancestor. You're reshaping the world. And isn't that so easy? Because all you really had to do was show up for yourself. That's it. And of course, spiritual awakenings, energetic upgrades can feel so wobbly in the human body. I understand that because things start to shift. Your old paradigm starts to collapse and you are rebuilding. There's a lot of tears involved sometimes, a lot of anger, but you keep marching and you keep going because no one knows you better than you and you know your truth. And when you are committed and dedicated to yourself and your truth, nothing else can blindside you and get in the way. And the other telepathic question I got was, how do I handle my family? How do I handle my family? I love this question because I'm personally on a human level, I'm still sorting this out. I'm still sorting it out. And again, you must understand that you're the new ancestor. You're doing things the new way. And of course, you're not a frequency match. And your family will need a lot of time to catch up to you. So you can honor that and just keep your physical distance, I would say. Just protect your energy and love yourself up. Don't allow yourself to get derailed by how others are feeling and by how others are projecting onto you. And others are family because you know what? They're not you, they're outside of you. So they are others. What matters the most is how you feel in your home, your body. Every day, do you wake up and say, I love my life? Or are you just going to allow projections? Because again, if you are the master of your energy, you are also stewarding your consciousness and your energy. You're protecting it. So you also have a choice here. Who is going to dance in my mind today? And what is going to dance in there? What am I allowing and what I'm not allowing? Because you also need to protect your consciousness. And it's okay if you don't like your parents right now. I'm gonna just say this. That's okay. It's okay not to like your family at the moment. That's absolutely fine because unconditional love has nothing to do with liking. People are constantly changing and evolving, and there's a massive understanding with that. And some understand and some don't, and that is okay. And sometimes our parents understand and sometimes they don't, and that is okay. But what are you committed to? You're committed to your growth, your evolution, and your truth. So you keep marching. You keep marching. And whoever is available to see that, they'll just calibrate their frequency to you. And if they can't, then we love them because we understand. There's another wave of activation coming through of just washing away and purging. And I know I never know what's going to come out of my mouth when I'm channeling and I'm going to tune in and so forth. And I always know it's going to be an epic one when Mother Agua has me wear blue. She literally made me change my outfit. And I'm wearing seashells in my hoops today. And I have crazy, crazy humid hair as well today. But this is what she looks like. The wavy hair, the seashell jewelry. She's an accessory girl. She likes her accessories. And of course, the color blue. Because to me as well, you know, on a human level, color blue is just infinite. It's the sky, it's the seas, it's everything. It's just infinite. And the ultimate goal here also is why we are all doing this work so passionately and lovingly is because we are preparing for the new children to come in and the new beings to step in. We're actually creating space for them by letting go density from our entire being. And this work is not only just affecting your current timeline, it's actually buzzing through all the timelines. So you're actually effectively evaporating timelines that don't serve you, and you are merging the ones that do serve you. That is why you're seeing a massive increase in spirituality and genuine spirituality and people coming through and wanting to connect with our consciousness is because they are prepping for the new beings to come in because the new beings will be telepathic, telekinesis. They will have various ways of communicating with us and various ways of being. And of course, their body will look completely different. Their anatomy will be completely different. Their diet will be mostly liquid. So yes, we are the ancestors. So that is actually what's truly happening on a they keep saying global level, so I'll go with that word, global level. That is exactly what is happening here. People are feeling very dense simply because they can already feel the density and the distortions being uplifted from the planet and leaving. So, of course, we are the anchors between heaven and earth. We are here to anchor the light. So, if any distortion and density is here, it is also moving throughout our bodies. So, because the body is the portal that's also landing the light and it's also purifying and removing all the density. Now, do you recognize the very, very important role that you are playing as humanity on the planet? And there's lots of love flowing in from the ethers. There is a lots of love flowing in, and lots of support and guidance that's coming in, particularly at this very current time. Um, and of course, we'll always continue, but there is just so much love in the ascension process, the acceleration process, because timelines have accelerated. And thank you to every single one of you, because you chose to ascend and you chose to be light. So thank you from the bottom of our heart for choosing that, because without that, it would have been very, very difficult to accelerate the entire timelines and the planet into back into light. The golden era is not a just a word. It's a reality. And the new coming beings actually, yes, of course, they're highly attuned and highly sensitive to all the happenings on the planet. But the best part is, and this is my personal favorite as Jia as well, is that they will not carry any kind of trauma. And that is not to say they will not be exposed to any traumatic event or experience, but they are so highly attuned, they will immediately move it out. So either they will immediately get sick, cranky, or emotional, and they'll have other various ways to express the trauma releasing out of the body immediately. I am a 90s baby myself, and I know for a fact in the 90s, the conditioning, the programming was you listen to the adults, you listen to your parental figures, and you don't say anything. So we really suppressed the trauma. We didn't speak up, and we just kept taking it in, taking it in, taking it in. And now as adults, we need all this body work and all the spirituality and shadow and all this work to release all that trauma so we can remove the density from the entire planet, let alone cultural and societal and lineage. So we can merge and be on the planet with the higher frequencies that are landing. So we can be at the level of that frequency. But the new children coming in and then have been coming in uh, have a very high frequency, and they just know how to move trauma out. And this is also something that is going to change a lot of systems. Because the medical system, first of all, will not understand how to treat them, because the anatomy will be completely different. The diet, the body will just be completely different, and their way of being. So they will be actually teaching a lot of us, teaching teachers, teaching medical professionals, teaching every system on how to be expansive and innovative. Because these children will require different things. And as adults, they will not be traumatized. They won't be carrying around baggage because their bodies will instantly reject it. They'll be instantly gone and removed. So if there's any reoccurring judgments about self or the question, how am I going to do this? and how. I always laugh about this with Jia and tell her that how is just air. It's just air coming out of your mouth. It doesn't mean anything. How? It's just air. Because there is no such thing as how. The harmonics of the plan just sing in harmony. They just sing in harmony, and there's never a like, how is this going to happen? It is just going to happen. There is no such thing as how. It's just air. You know your truth, you take the aligned action, and boom, it drops. It's as simple as that. Are there any questions? And if there are not, that is okay. I know I'm feeling cup full. I'm feeling cup full. I truly am. And of course, this is being recorded. So you can come back and revisit this anytime you like, receive these transmissions, activations, and knowledge, because there is a very valid reason, which I don't know yet because I'm not focused on how, that these transmissions are to enter your consciousness for something for you to drop in.